Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand both your emotions and the emotions of those around you. Emotional intelligence is also known as emotional quotient. It is different from intelligence quotient, IQ, which we are all more familiar with, in the sense that emotions are often illogical and not easy to calculate, unlike mathematics or physics, where they are given formulas for everything. Emotions are not predictable, they are not always very easy to understand, which is why being emotionally intelligent often requires more brain power and more consideration than being intelligent normally. The intensity of emotional intelligence often differs for people. That is, I may be more attuned to the emotions of, let's say, my sisters, because I've known them for longer and I know the emotions that they tend to show and I know how to handle them. This, however, does not mean that I or any other person does not know how to handle other people's emotions. The first thing I said about being more attuned to my sister's emotions is supported by a quote from Miss Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, which says, "You know when to quietly shut my door and leave, and I never have to worry that you won't come back." This emotional intelligence shifts more into an aspect of love. It is more intimate, it is more intense. I know you, therefore I know how to handle you. Being able to be yourself and see yourself in other people's shoes is a skill called empathy. It's a skill that we all have to know and all have to hold in order to be emotionally intelligent. In order to be empathetic, however, we need to be able to understand our own emotions ourselves. What would make you mad, sad, thoughtful, or joyful? When we understand the things and the situations that brings forth specific emotions in us, be it positive or negative, we have a clue as to how those situations may make other people react or other people feel and how best to handle it. One of the ways in which we could better understand ourselves is by spending time with ourselves. That is not being lonely. Taking out time for yourself to just be alone, to figure out what you like, what kind of music puts you in particular moods, what kinds of situations puts you in an off mood or in a great mood, is a great way to understand your emotions. And by so doing, you also understand the emotions of others. Knowing that playing Frank Ocean or let's say Ariana Grande puts me in a peppy mood or in a mood that makes me ponder and think of things is calm. And I know that, okay, this may work for somebody else as well, somebody that's emotional and they decide to play this particular song for them. So they will know that they are not alone in what they are feeling. They are not the first person to feel such. Therefore, they feel like they are safe and they can easily open up. Being purposefully cruel to others and calling them out on their inadequacies callously is an indication of the personal insecurity that nobody can cure for you. It is called bullying. Bullying, oftentimes emotional. When you feel as though you are inadequate yourself, that is the only reason and the only manner in which you will pass that on to other people. The things you say to other people are an intention and extension of yourself. So if you are purposefully mean, you're purposefully rude, it also shows how little you think about yourself. So before you bully anybody, or you call anybody out on their inadequacies in such a way that embarrasses them, think of yourself. How would you feel if somebody did this to me? Or what do I think of myself, and what does it show me? If I say, this person has a bald spot in the middle of their head, or this person's hairline is receding, or this person's shoes are whack, or whatever, what does that say about you? And how would you feel if someone said the same about you as well? I'm not here to waste time, although emotional intelligence is a conversation that best be had every day, so everybody feels safe enough to express their emotions. However, I will leave you with this quote. IQ gets you hired, but EQ gets you promoted. Thank you.